3, 2, 1.
Hello, this is Frank, along with
Tony.
and this is a completely inappropriate podcast. How are we doing today?
We're doing all right. We're awake. That's the start of the day. That's all you got to do to start. How you doing? How was the drive?
It was
Sunny.
yeah. Let's go with sunny.
Because you're driving east, I guess, west east. So you're driving straight into the sun the whole way over here, right?
Yeah, and then there's these fucking guys on bicycles. I thought it was just a fucking like a race thing, but I guess because it's
like they were did they have a noose with them? Were they chasing some guy in a?
No, like they were in their fucking Formula One. They're fucking stupid.
They had the whole outfits on.
Yeah, they had the outfits, the helmets,
adorable.
and they're being escorted by well, not cops, but
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, so what the fuck is this? Every fucking morning when I come here, they're right there. And it's always the same spot where I catch them too.
Well, that's weird. And they have escorts?
Yeah. Not the fun kind, the fucking
ridiculous
kind.
That's weird. Yeah, every day. I was going to say if it happened occasionally, that makes sense. But every time you see them, they've got a police escort.
Yeah.
Weird, man. You ever just want to run them over?
No, I'm on probation. I'm like, one of these motherfuckers one day is gonna fucking get in my way, and then apparently it's gonna be my fault.
It's always your fault.
Yeah.
I don't care what's happening in your life, Frank. It's your fault. Take some goddamn responsibility for yourself.
Okay. I'll try and do that next time.
Okay. I'll listen. Acquiesce so reluctantly. So, how you been, man? How was your week? How was work? Are you still working?
Not really.
Ish?
No.
Not even ish?
No.
So it's not a job that you can get fired from, it's just a job that you continue to decide whether or not you want to go and show up?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not being compensated, so I'm like, well, fuck you guys.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm surprised they still have jobs that work like just on commission.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat. Ow.
Yeah, and my father was telling me, he's like, just like how you fucking stood up for those girls that weren't getting paid, you should stand up for yourself and not get paid. And I'm like, yes, I know. Because I don't have the money to be fucking filling my tank every 2 days.
Yeah, that's a little silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's on you. You can look for another job.
I can. But I won't qualify for a job till October 15th.
So how'd you get this job?
Through a guy. One of my fucking Marine buddies. We bumped into each other. We always bump into each other. But we hadn't bumped into each other for a long ass time.
Bump uglies?
Sure. And then what happened?
I'm not sure.
No, it was a fucking coincidence because I was supposed to meet up somewhere else for a job, but not meet up, but they were like, if we don't get back to you, fucking call us or fucking come see us, whatever. So I went to go pay my lawyer, and then after that, I was gonna head on over there. But then this fucker walks in, you know, so then we
This son of a bitch.
yeah, we catch up, and then I'm like, or he asked me, okay, so what are you doing for work? And I told him what I was doing, and he's like, well, how about I get you a fucking, or how about fucking, or, yeah, he was like, well,
spit it out.
you
Think about it.
fucking
Take a minute.
work. Or, fucking, what if I set you up with an interview and shit? And I'm like, okay. And so yeah, it happened.
Well, good for you. Good for you. You got a job that worked out for nothing.
Yeah. All these coincidences and then for nothing.
So the reason I have you here today, Frank,
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to myself talk to myself, sorry. Pull the earplug out.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I have you here today, Frank,
It's because I'm your co-host.
is because you're my co-host.
Uh-huh.
And if you didn't show up, I'd have to record with my son, and those have been awkward shows. I've tried to record those. He's not very good at them.
You can record with yourself, just speaking to the mic.
I said my son, not myself.
No, but
Myself?
yourself is an option.
This is a terrible podcast. We're gonna need a restart. I'm over it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going home.
Okay. I mean, you are home.
So have you ever fought anybody? You ever been in a fight? Let's just jump into this. This week I wanted to get into fighting.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't remember what the hell I was listening to this week. I really don't have that written down.
Probably Joe Rogan.
Probably Joe Rogan. No, there was a book I was reading on Audible. It was one of those free Audible originals.
Were you reading or were you listening to
listening to it, you
Okay.
cocksucker. Because unlike you, I have a job that I'm at for fucking 10, 11 hours a day. So yeah, my only option is to listen. So I'm wondering if you've ever been in a fight. And I know you were in the Marines, so at the very least you have been trained to fight. I was wondering what the training was like, all that shit. So can we get into your fighting history?
Okay. So it all started in, I want to say kindergarten?
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. But,
Fucking SpongeBob wasn't a thing yet.
yeah, but...
Power Rangers was everywhere. And there
kindergarten.
was
I think
no
Power
such...
Rangers was like 2nd grade.
Oh, really?
1st grade, 2nd grade.
I
don't know.
forget, you're not really 26.
23.
Whatever you tell people. That's insane that anybody would believe you're 23.
Oh, well.
You crack, baby. Someone should smack you upside the head and tell your mama how old you are. So she
Don't
can
threaten
remind
me
you.
with a good time.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. So, what fight experience do you have?
Fucking schoolyard, fucking playground.
In kindergarten?
Yeah, kindergarten. It was fucking. But see, me, I was such a fucking stupid little kid. I thought we were just play fighting, but no, like it was fucking for real. So I'm like,
He was really
okay.
mad at you?
Yeah.
That happened to me once when I was at a catechism class. There was this big, rotund character in my life who I thought we were just messing around, just pushing each other, and then all of a sudden he starts running away from me, and I start chasing him, thinking we're having a good time. And he's like, "Stop it! Do it! Stop it! Leave me alone! Stop it!" And I thought it was all just fun and games, and then he went and like told somebody on me, and I got in trouble for it. I was like, "I thought we were playing." Then after that, he always thought I was kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know. We all make mistakes, I guess. So, anything after kindergarten?
Yeah, a few fights here and there. Fucking 4th grade, 6th grade, maybe? I don't know, I wouldn't count that as a fight, but yeah. I was always getting my ass kicked, but oh well.
Well, what do you mean? No, don't. You can't skip over your 6th grade ass
No, because
kicking.
I don't remember.
It doesn't
much,
matter how
just,
old you were. What happened? Yeah, just tell us a little bit about that.
What happened? I don't know, I remember I was fucking,
Who were you fucking?
no, I wasn't. I was, standing in front of somebody and we were fucking exchanging blows.
Exchanging blows, so there was more than like one punch each.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
And, oh shit, I don't remember. I know
Body
the
shots,
fucking,
head shots, arm shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are the worst at telling stories, man.
Sorry.
You've gotta get better.
No.
This
Yeah,
is ridiculous.
like,
It's like pulling teeth trying to get any information out of you.
yeah, no, because I'm trying to remember who the fuck was it. There was some fucking teacher that walked in.
Nobody
like,
cares
fucking
about the
freaking
details.
out.
Tell us the gist.
I don't
Who hit
remember
you?
why
A
we were
teacher
fighting,
walked in.
but fucking we were. and
Did
I'm
you
like,
get more
okay.
shots in? Did they get more shots in?
I don't remember, but fucking most likely he got more shots in than I did, because fucking I'm always getting my ass kicked, so whatever.
Tell us another one.
That's about it. Because
Well, what was training like?
it was okay. Now that you're talking about training and
We're
fucking
gonna
body
cut. We're
shots,
literally gonna cut out the first 8 minutes of this shit because you fucking sucked out so much of the air of this room just trying to fucking come up with one sentence out of that story.
okay.
So tell me, Frank, what year was it that you entered training?
2005.
Basic training. Basic training was in 2005, and you went in at how old were you?
I was 19.
19 in 2005. You enter the Marine Corps. You go through basic training. And how long is basic training?
3 months. And it's 3 months of boot camp and then about 2 months of fucking specialty training, you know, like fucking, I was infantry, so I had to go to infantry school for about a month and a half.
Oh, okay. So, I'm sorry, 2 months?
Yeah,
2
a month and a
months
half,
basic
2 months.
training,
Mine was a
and
little
then-
longer because it was right in the middle of fucking Christmas or the holidays.
You're gonna cut
Thanksgiving
this
too.
out because I was only half paying attention.
Uh-huh.
So basic training.
I'm always half paying attention.
So basic training started,
Started in July
and that ended in.
and then up to October. and then I had about a week off, well, 10 days.
You came home, and then you went back for
and then
infantry
went back.
training. What was harder, infantry training or basic?
Basic.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why I expected that to be reversed. So what? So let's get through basic training. You show up. What's the first thing you do? You get off the bus.
Get yelled at.
It's specified. Tell us what they yell. Tell us. Go flashback.
Okay, I suck at stories.
They just come off the bus.
Okay, well.
There are men all around standing, waiting for instruction. A man in uniform comes to the bus and immediately begins to scream.
Get off my fucking bus.
Get off my fucking bus!
But, okay, this fucking detail I remember vividly. I don't know why, but I remember the song that was playing in the fucking bus. It was fucking Sex and Candy.
I can't believe there was music on the bus.
No, because it was a fucking bus driver and it was late at night.
Yeah,
I guess he didn't give a fuck.
It's like every bad Marines movie there is. I smell sex and candy here.
Yeah, and it was a fucking, I guess
It wasn't Leonard Skinner in the background, are you sure? It wasn't quite that predictable.
No.
It was close though.
Yeah.
Sex and Candy is pretty much a new generation's fucking. Anyway, continue.
And then,
so you get off the bus. Get the fuck off my bus, this guy says.
Because when I landed in San Diego, I went over to the fucking place where I was supposed to meet up, and then fucking there were too many kids, I guess. So then when I got on the bus, I was actually kneeling on the fucking aisle. The whole fucking ride. I had popped the squat, fucking.
Oh, in the aisle of the bus.
Yeah.
There was so many people enlisted in 2008. 5? How did I go to 8? So back in 2005, yeah, you guys were all suckers, man. I wanted to enlist back then too. After fucking 9/11, and there was all this for good 5, 6, 7 years. There was a good amount of American pride and stuff. I just couldn't convince my family to let me go. Thank God for me. I'm okay with that in the end. Alright, so you get off the bus. They tell you, there was so many people. You're stacked up in the bus like sardines in a can. Mm-hmm. You get off the bus. The guy tells you what? You're off the bus.
Yeah, I'm off the bus. That point. And tell us more. Fucking step on the fucking yellow footprints. And I didn't get yellow footprints. That's how many fucking people there were.
I get it. A lot of people. What happens next?
And then we file it off into the fucking building, and they give us our fucking assigned shit.
Is this Pendleton?
This is just before Pendleton. This is MCRD. It's a base entirely on its own.
Texas. What state are we in?
San Diego. We're California.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah, and we get our haircuts. And then
how long was your hair? Was it like Pauly Shore and in the army now?
No.
Where you have this big bushel of wondrousness and it just gets shaved down to the skull?
No, I was fucking so preparing myself that I actually had a fucking buzz cut going on.
Look at you. You're ahead of the game. Trying to be all pro.
I had some hair, what they call the fucking microphone hair, I guess. I don't know. So then they fucking
I have no idea what that means.
Oh, it's like fucking.
Not even a little bit.
Microphone off, hair? But then it starts growing fucking evenly, and it just goes like a fucking chia pet.
Yeah.
And
let's move on from that, because that thought disturbs me. I don't know why. Can't explain that.
The chia pet or the fucking.
Yeah, something about your hair being like that. I can't imagine it that way. I've always seen you with this Asian style hair. I can't imagine you in any other cut. Very odd.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So I get yelled at for the whole fucking night for any fucking reason, and
what? What's the first thing that you remember them addressing you particularly for? Specifically for?
Bag that I had. I don't remember how. No.
You can't take weed to the fucking Marines.
No, it was a fucking bag that I had that was gonna have all my stuff. Actually, yeah. My recruiter had told me buy a fucking traveler's kit for your hygiene gear. Toothbrush and fucking everything. So I did, and he's like, they're only gonna allow the fucking small one. I'm like, okay. So I'm standing in line, holding it, and then I feel a fucking yank on my hand. Right, and I wasn't gonna turn and look.
On your hand?
Yeah, or fucking, because I was holding the hygiene bag,
Uh-huh.
and I felt somebody fucking rip that off my hand.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it was a fucking, not the recruiter, the
Staff
fucking,
sergeant.
It was a drill instructor, and he was like,
Okay.
what the fuck is this gay shit? And I'm like, well, the recruiter said, fucking, you would allow that. It was fucking,
A toiletry bag.
yeah. So then the guy fucking threw it in the trash. And I'm like,
Why? What was his reason? Did he explain at all, or
Because
kind
you're
of didn't
supposed to be
question?
stripped out of fucking everything.
You weren't even supposed to have that on you.
Yeah, I guess.
Did other guys have stuff on them that was getting taken away or left with them?
No.
So why were you? Why did you think you'd be the only guy available or allowed to walk through?
I don't know.
Just something that seemed to make sense.
Yeah,
for you
because the
at
recruiter
time?
said, fucking, yeah, they'll allow that. I'm like, okay.
All right. Odd. Okay, so we get through. What do you?
The leaf. It just fell. I guess it was in my hair. I don't know.
So you get. Goodness gracious! Great balls of fire. So you get your toiletry bag inexplicably removed from your person.
Yeah, and then there was this fucking station, I guess, where we had bags and we had to empty them out. And my the card to my recruiting station fell out, and it wasn't my recruiter's card. It was the fucking another recruiter from the same fucking station. And the drill instructor asked me, he's like, "Is that your recruiter's card?" Because again, that was the one thing I could keep because I'm gonna fucking end up calling the recruiting office for some reason.
Okay.
And my dumbass is like, no, because it wasn't my recruiter,
Right.
but it was a fucking recruiter from the same fucking station.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so then he fucking got that and threw it away. And
Because you said no.
Yeah,
You just
because
threw
I
it
said
away.
no.
But it was the general business card from
Yeah.
that location.
Yeah.
You just grabbed the
with
wrong
another recruiter's name.
You're an idiot. So
Yeah.
So I'm assuming later on you needed to call them and you didn't have
No,
the number?
I ended up not calling the guy for fucking all 3 months, which I was
So
cool
what's the
with.
problem? So you're just complaining because they threw away your pretty little card?
No, it's fucking, I'm going through fucking my memory bank, guy.
Oh, I'm just poking the bear.
Yeah.
You big old burly, beautiful bastard.
Uh-huh.
So I assume at some point they send you to where? What kind of rooms did you have? Barracks did you have? Was it one large area like we see in all the movies?
Yeah.
Everybody lined up on cots.
Yeah, well, these
Or
were
bunk
all
beds.
bunk beds.
Ooh, the Marines get bunk beds. Ooh, it's special. Just kidding. Love you guys.
But,
Don't kill me.
no, we fucking, it was a week of just fucking waiting, and I thought it was actual fucking boot camp training. Until later that I realized, oh, Black Friday is when we actually meet our drill instructors, and fucking that doesn't happen until fucking
Oh, is
later
there?
on
There's
that
a
week.
day that everyone was talking about called Black Friday.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah, and my dumbass, I was like, well, this ain't so fucking bad. Well,
Just
because I haven't even
one
started
big
yet.
sleepover for a week.
Yeah.
Yay!
And then fucking Black Friday happened. I didn't know what file it off meant because I was fucking from here.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
File it off? Because the what?
Oh, file it off. Get it on
Yeah.
a single file.
Yeah, and so we were.
I mean, I'm from here too, buddy.
Yeah,
I wasn't
but-
in the Marines to figure that one
But
out.
yeah. I don't know. No, because down
Context clues, man.
Well, good thing is that my squad was the last one to fucking leave because I had moved a little bit. I think the drill instructor didn't see that. I had moved a little bit to fucking walk, and yeah, I had moved a little bit to fucking walk, but then nobody was moving. Just that fucking line on the other side of me, and I'm like, oh, that's what file it off means. And yeah, one of the first things my fucking drill instructor told me was, "You're a shitbag," and I
Oh.
was like, okay.
You're a sweetheart.
and then come that fucking lunch period, he was fucking writing down names. I don't remember for what, but probably I don't know, fucking. But yeah, I remember I get my tray and I stand in front of the fucking drill instructor, and he tells me, "Well, I already know your fucking name," and I'm like,
Oh, that's not
okay.
good. It's like the one thing they tell you all the time. I remember being in high school and being like, yeah, my teacher doesn't even know my name. And my dad's like, that's a good thing. You don't want your teacher to know your name. If your teacher knows your name, you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Sounds similar. So your drill instructor knows your name. What comes of that? He's writing names down.
Yeah, and
What does that turn
as a
into?
result of him knowing my name, I was getting a haze all fucking 3 months.
How so? Oh, that's a good question. What kind of hazing did you have to put
They
up
called it intensive training because there's no hazing in the Marine Corps.
with? Whatever. There's no hazing in fraternities either. You still have pickle walkers.
And then what happened? Yeah, so they had this section of the fucking barracks quarters room whatever.
Quarters.
Yeah.
You want to try that word again?
Yeah. No. What happened? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
a section of the barracks quarters
yeah,
separated
the
for.
first section for that for drill and intensive training.
No. Hold on. So it sounds like it's a room for hazing.
Yeah, like it's all one big room. And
Okay,
then
well
there's-
let's get into what is this? What are these extra training things that go on in this room?
So for
What was your first one that you witnessed and the first one you had to do?
marching, I guess, drill. I don't know.
Okay, no big deal.
Right, but it wasn't until later. I think it was phase 3 or late into phase 1 that we practiced our drills inside that fucking quarters. Inside the fucking barracks room.
Just try and speak like you know words.
Okay.
You're killing me here, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to edit this to make
No,
you
'cause
sound
I'm-
like you actually know English.
I'm
Come
trying to
on.
fucking keep it simple. So
Well, take a breath and then say the sentence. You know, think it
Okay.
out. Because I can cut the blanks, but it's harder to speed up your voice when you're talking like that.
Right, and that would happen. So yeah, this section of the room that was it was the first few feet of the room that was used for fucking intensive training. For Firewatch too, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to explain that. But Firewatch is just somebody that stays up at night, fucking making sure nobody sneaks out, nobody fucking steals anything from somebody else.
No one goes AWOL.
Yeah, and yeah, and it was usually the front of the office of the drill instructor. And what was going on with intensive training is that it was fucking whatever the fucking drill instructor wanted you to do. So it was like push-ups right now, you're doing push-ups, and then like fucking jumping jacks right now, jumping jacks, you're doing fucking jumping jacks, fucking all this fucking bullshit. And I spent most of my days there.
It'd be like HIIT training. Like every time you take a breath, they're asking you to do something else.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But was there anything like fraternity kind of styled, like where away from the drill instructors, where like your compatriots there would kind of fuck with you or fuck with anybody else?
Yeah, that didn't come until afterwards. Like your first year in the fleet, that's all it is.
Oh really? It's just
Yeah.
a bunch of, because you're all just young guys kind of dicking around with each other. Finally have a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah, their fucking excuse or their reason is that we just came out of School of Infantry, so we're pretty out of shape. And I was like, bullshit, we're running to the fucking ranges. How the fuck are we out of shape? But
Interesting.
yeah, so that was that. And yeah, my first fucking night in the fleet, I didn't sleep because I was getting fucked with the entire fucking.
How so? How were you getting fucked with? Just being woken up, told to do more push-ups? What?
Okay, so we all are fucking. You know what fucking salado means, right?
Sure, but there's plenty of people that don't speak
I'm getting
Spanish
there.
here.
I'm getting there. So then, fucking the direct translation for salado would be salty, right? And that.
Oh, were you waiting for me to say?
Yeah.
No, dude,
Okay,
this is your
salty.
story. Go
So
for it.
then,
Tell the people.
salty in Spanish means you're full of bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
But salty in the Marine Corps means fucking in regards to your fucking uniform. It's salty because it's full of
Your
sweat,
sweat,
because
okay.
you're fucking been places.
Never thought of that.
Right? And so one of the first
Measured
things,
experience.
yeah, one of the first things the fucking guys that were already in, the guys that are fucking in charge of you, whatever, say, is fucking they ask. Fucking, so who here thinks they're salty as fuck? My dumbass raises his fucking hand and like, oh really? So I'm getting fucked with the entire fucking.
Did you get a chance to explain?
Not until
Not really, huh?
way later. Way later. Like I think after my first deployment.
But either way, you're an idiot for raising your hand and saying you're salty in the Hispanic regard too, though.
Okay, and then they were fucking with me. I think it was they had me in the fucking shower with all the hot water going off and me wearing my gas mask, doing push-ups, and they fucking asked me, "Are you still salty?" And I'm like, well, yeah.
Wait, a hot shower, humidity,
Yeah,
with your gas mask on.
My gas mask
push-ups.
on, doing push-ups.
See, this is what I'm telling you. Is this normal training?
It's
Is
not.
this something normal everybody was doing? Or is it just something they had you do because, like...
Yeah, it's something to fuck with you with.
Yeah, you don't... See, this is when I'm asking you about, like, hazing rituals that they asked you specifically to do, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Was
Yeah,
there
that's
anything
what I'm
more like
saying.
that? That's insane. That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, there's the other
dumbass.
one.
I
The fucking...
sweat that salt out of your dumbass. Get that shit taken care of real quick.
Yeah, and then one of those that are just to fuck with you is they ask you for the fucking, or they tell you, because you're in the range and there's downtime, you're not doing anything because you're waiting for the fucking sun to go down so you can do night shootings or whatever. So then they pull you aside and they're like, hey, go ask fucking so-and-so. Let's go with fucking, go ask Sergeant, whoever the fuck.
James Dean.
Right. A sergeant would be in an E5, enlisted 5th rank.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like, go ask Sergeant, whoever the fuck, for prick E5. And your dumbass was like, okay.
A prick E5?
Prick E5.
Oh, so they're just fucking with you.
Yeah,
just
and,
to get you to
it
say
sounds
stupid
like it sounds like a fucking battery for the fucking radio.
It sounds like something, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't know the lingo,
Yeah.
it's only because you explained to me what E5 was.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
then,
oh no.
So then you run over to Sergeant whoever the fuck, and you're like, hey, fucking Lance Corporal, fucktard, is over here asking me for a fucking prick E5, and they
Prick
don't.
E5.
Yeah, they like shake their fucking head and then, well, go tell that fucking asshole fucking whatever the fuck.
You end up just being a fucking message runner. That's so stupid.
Yeah, and yeah, the other thing is they ask you for the fucking, or they tell you to go ask around for the keys to the Humvee. Well, when you're fresh off of fucking School of Infantry, you don't remember most of it, because apparently I was supposed to know this, and fucking one of the guys under me was telling me that fucking in SOI they tell you that there are no keys to the Humvee. That it's just the fucking switch to start.
Oh, okay.
And my dumbass didn't
So
know
they
that.
got you walking around looking for non-existent keys. Oh my god, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun little stuff though. Like, at least it's nothing seriously malicious. Like, I'm expecting stories of like socks filled with quarters in the middle of the night, smacking your balls or something. You
Well,
know?
that's boot camp, but it didn't fucking happen to me.
Okay, boot camp basic training?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the worst thing that you saw or heard of happening in basic training while you were there?
Some kid jumped off the fucking building.
Whoa!
To get
What
out
building?
of fucking the barracks building.
How tall was it? 1 story,
It
2 stories?
was 3 stories.
Whoa, that's a good height. And so what made him just to escape or what?
Yeah, because he couldn't take it anymore. The fucking kid died because it's not like regular.
Did he die? So he died jumping?
Yeah.
Man, that's rough, man. Did you know the guy?
No.
He was in a different unit?
Yeah, so we're fucking on the other side of fucking base.
Oh, man. Whoa. Didn't expect that. That took a fucking hard left turn.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you have any sort of rough times when you were there?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I guess
all
the
the time.
point is that you have a rough time, right? And you
Yeah.
break down so that they can. Did you feel broken down and built back up, or just broken down, or kind of neither
No,
one way or the
like
other?
I knew what it was. I'm like, okay, they're gonna fucking fuck with me because that's what they do. And
You have a remarkable stoicism to you when it comes to people fuck. Because I fuck with you mercilessly, and you kind of just take it like water off a duck's back. You know, it's impressive.
well, because you and I were just fucking around. But
True,
then,
it's
but
all
then
love.
This,
I'd never be malicious with anyone.
yeah,
I said.
with this, it's all supposed to be training. It's supposed to fucking harden you.
It's the same idea. You know that it's all this shit is being said and all this crap is being talked with purpose. It's not just aimless kind of negativity thrown
yeah,
away.
so that way when you actually go to combat, you don't get all fucking shooketh
Yeah,
with what you see.
I think yeah, that's good that you were strong. You know, you had a healthy mindset to go in with. Do you feel like you had a healthy mindset? Like it was a good decision for you to go into?
Yeah, I mean, it's what I wanted, right? But
Is it?
Yeah.
But is it? Did it end up being what you wanted?
Oh no.
I'm sorry, just that immediate reaction just because it's so extreme. From one. No, yeah, it's what I wanted. But was it? Oh no.
No, it
no,
wasn't.
not at all. No.
No.
So what was different? What did you expect and what did you get?
Well, I expected it to be fucking, militarized and shit, because a recruiter would fucking fill your head with fucking everything in the Marine Corps you earn. And I'm like, okay. And then when I got in, they were going through this transition where we're going to be just like in the Army, where to get a fucking promotion, you're going to need to do all these fucking tests. It was these fucking stupid tests, like math for Marines and fucking leadership for Marines and all this other bullshit. And I'm like, whatever happened to just fucking earn it? And then there's all these.
You have to earn it with your brains too, fucker. It's not just, there are two different types of. I mean, obviously there's the infantry guys and then there's the office guys. You know, if you score better, you kind of get a
right. But
office gig, don't you?
in the Army, especially in the Air Force, you study your way
Air
up
Force,
the ranks.
All of them?
Yeah.
So it's like working at HEB. Like you take a manager course.
Yeah.
And then test for it, and then you get the option to become a manager.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, they were transitioning into that, and with Marines it was always fucking let's look at your record, fucking what have you been doing. One guy actually fucking got his fucking promotion because a higher up saw him fucking yelling at this one fucking guy over something.
He just stepped up and showed some leadership.
Yeah, and so then they gave him the rank of fucking, I don't remember if it was corporal or sergeant. So that's the shit I was expecting, not this whole fucking, oh, you want to move up in ranks.
You're not exactly that type of guy, as far as
No.
what I've known of you. Did you try and be that? Were you making an effort, or did you just kind of hope you'd eventually end up that way?
No.
I don't understand.
No, because when I tried to make the effort to be a fucking leader,
Mhm.
it came out just so fucking lax, like fucking
You have
chill,
no.
laid back, right? Because I'm like, you're a grown ass man, you know what the fuck you're doing, right? And
Yeah, no, but the leaders in the Marines. I mean, just watch a movie, dude. You couldn't
Yeah.
imitate. what you
No,
saw?
like I don't get me wrong, I'd get mad at fucking people, yeah, but
But
it's
even then,
just-
you're getting mad as other people's taking it easy.
I guess it came from this one fucking first sergeant that said, I can get through you, whispering in your ear as much as fucking yelling at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that makes sense, because the saying, fucking, whisper is louder than a roar.
Never heard
It
that.
was. Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. So, or a whisper can be louder than a roar. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll just fucking talk to these guys right there. Because it was like this big brother fucking mentality. What it is it's a fucking fraternity.
Yeah, but when you're working your way up, it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Like you have to be, if you're working from the bottom, you're the bottom wheel. You gotta be loud to work your way up. And then once you're up on top, once you've reached the position of power, then you can whisper in people's ears and be a little more subtle with it. But to get people's attention, you gotta be fucking loud.
And that's the other thing I noticed, that not everyone, you can't get through everyone fucking just by yelling. Some people, like, you can yell at them all fucking day, they still won't know what the fuck is going on.
I mean, some people, it doesn't matter if you whisper, yell, or fucking pinch their bottom or shove a dildo up their ass, they're still not gonna fucking pay attention.
Yeah,
but there's some people that just won't learn too.
Yeah, but I got through to these fucking assholes that fucking nobody else would get through, and I'm like, just fucking talk to them like they're fucking people, not like they're some fucking, I don't know.
How'd that work out for you?
It worked. I mean, they were looking at my record to fucking, you know, see if I'm fucking qualified for promotion or whatever, and they saw that fucking my qualification is like my belt for Marine Corps martial arts program was a tan. That's the beginner's fucking belt. That's the one you earn fucking.
You were a
camp.
white belt?
And we're like a yellow belt. And fucking.
You got through the first class.
Yeah, this is
Got it.
already like my 3rd year into the Marine
How
Corps.
are you only a 10?
Because I didn't take the fucking class. I'm not like, hey, fucking, can I go take fucking more of these fucking classes, please? Because usually
we are so different in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm so like I'd be so excited for that. But also I might have jumped off the 3rd fucking floor too.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly as.
And then by that time, I already
down on the duck.
I had already realized that the Marine Corps is mostly hurry up and wait. So yeah, me go and be like, hey, can I fucking?
God, that's insane.
Yeah.
That seems like perfect for your personality. You like to hurry up and wait, don't you?
No. I hate waiting. because
You
of
wait
fucking...
all the time. We've been trying to get these hats done for like 2 months.
Oh, well, no, that's because I've been fucking distracted with other things. Not distracted, but I've had fucking.
I'm just poking.
Yeah.
Poking the bear again.
And,
Big Baloo.
Yeah. So yeah, and
We're gonna rename the podcast to Mowgli and Baloo.
And then my fucking rifle qualifications. That's one thing that fucking. Oh, it would always piss me off. So I just fucking go with it. That there's certain levels, right? So then fucking you got expert marksman. You got expert, which is fucking top. It's like fucking getting an A in your fucking rifle qual.
Of course.
And then you got marksman, which is like getting a B. And then you got what was it called? I don't remember what it was called, but it was like getting a C because. We would call them fucking pizza boxes because the badge you would get is just it's a square.
Oh,
With a
okay.
fucking target inside of it. And so, yeah.
You'll hit the target, but it might just be the corners. That's what that badge is like.
And-
Okay, so you're the C plus
Yeah,
student in rifle in a
yes,
marksmanship?
and then the other thing is that you would keep track of your fucking score. Right? So that fucking you know what to expect. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get a fucking expert this time, or I'm gonna get a fucking marksman or whatever. And fucking my fucking score wouldn't add up to the fucking one in the pits. The pits is this fucking place where they fucking on the other side of the range where they pull down your target and they mark with these spotters, which is a big ass fucking circle, cardboard circle. And they put a pin through the bullet hole so you can see that that's where you fucking hit. And I would add up the points. And on my last qualification, I was like, I'm getting fucking, that's what I was hitting for, marksman. Not fucking expert, just fucking marksman.
Yeah, just fucking.
Yeah.
Calm down with the F-bombs, bro. I'm having a hard time keeping up with you here.
So then that's what I was aiming for, marksman, because fucking if I hit expert, then I did more than fucking whatever.
Like Tourette's, I bring attention to it and it comes out more.
I'm trying real hard, but anyways, so yeah.
Long story
short,
what is your fucking marksman ability? What did you end up getting?
Pizza box.
Okay, your pizza box.
Yeah.
What's the point of this? You're going through an awful lot of hoops to tell us something, and I'm trying to figure out where it's going.
That plus the color of my belt plus the fucking tests, plus my physical fitness test score, all of that is taken into account for promotion.
Okay. So
And
all these different exams
yeah,
is
and
what you're getting.
on
Okay.
paper, I did like the bare minimum.
Okay, so
On
you're
paper.
like the guy that, what's it, like Luke Wilson in Idiocracy?
Huh.
Is it Luke Wilson? Yeah,
Yeah.
Idiocracy, or the perfectly average guy, perfectly average in all marks, just enough to skate through. Like, he's completely happy doing the bare minimum as long as he still gets through. Doesn't need call any attention to himself. I like that. The world needs more people like us. It does. It needs people that are just happy being cogs in the wheel, man. The machine doesn't work without all the cogs in the wheel. You don't gotta be the big or the little hand in the clock. You know, you can be one of the cogs behind the face, just making that shit run right.
Yeah.
Well, good, man.
So on
And then,
paper,
so what-
I was like the bare minimum. But then
So what was the
in
result
person-
of that?
That.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then in person?
Yeah, in person, I was a little bit more than that. I don't want to say fucking.
You just didn't test as well as you
Yeah.
were willing to work. Your
Yeah.
work ethic was stronger than your test ability.
Yeah.
That's exact. I mean, now we're getting back into how we are similar again. Because
Yeah.
I always tested well, and I worked. It was my everyday duties that if it didn't make sense to me, like the little jobs. I hate doing busy work. You know what I mean? That's why I probably couldn't stand the armed forces of any kind, because of busy work. I just can't do it. I need stuff that actually matters for the day.
Well, in infantry, it's mostly just you sitting in your barracks room waiting for fucking somebody to say, "Hey, we're doing this now."
God, that hurts my soul.
Yeah.
How often did you have something to do, though? I mean,
Every now and
Shouldn't
then.
you
Like
be
my
busy all
first
day?
year, I was busy all day because there were things that needed to be done,
such as
counting the ammo for the range the next day.
fuck. It's just retail work.
Yeah, and like
You're
weapons
just-
cleaning at the armory, and like.
It goes to show you kids, it doesn't matter whether you're in the armed forces or working every day or going to school. Either way, you're just fucking sitting your ass down for a few hours doing repetitive tasks over and over to accomplish some silly little goal that eventually will help somebody accomplish a bigger goal later on. That's life, man. That's life. So how are we going to spend it? You chose the Marines. That's intense. Well, more power to you, man. I could not do that.
Yeah.
So this was all just basic training that we've gotten through, or was some
Basic training and some years in the fleet.
That's cool, man. Well, we'll get more into that a little bit later on. We're already at 43 minutes, so let's try and change it up and we can get back
to
into.
talk about all this other.
Oh, I still want to. We can
Okay.
continue it in the next conversation. Like, this is just stuff. I wrote down a good list of stuff that's got me curious about you
okay.
and about stuff you may have experienced. But we got years of podcasting left to do, my friend. We don't gotta rush it all. That's why I like that we took a lot of time here getting into just the beginning. Just the beginning of Mr. Frank's Marine Memories. It's beautiful. Right here on the Completely Inappropriate podcast. You can find us at Completely In-App on Twitter at CI Podcast, on Instagram at Completely Inappropriate Podcast at gmail.com. What else, Frank? Find us at Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes. Well, if you're listening to us, you probably already figured that much out.
Yeah.
So this is cool, man. I like getting into your stuff. I like shutting up long enough to hear something out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Usually I'm just used to watching something go in it. It's nice to listen to some words come out of it.
Yeah.
You dirty man. You dirty bearded bastard. Well, alright, brother. Did you have a good time with this one? We can,
So far.
let's see. What else do we got here? We can wrap up with a little bit of something else.
Like.
I
You
don't
You
know.
want to talk about fucking trauma and depression and I don't know what else.
Nah, we can skip the depression. We got enough into that in a couple of other episodes before. Next episode, I do want to talk a little bit on PTSD, traumatic brain injury, shell shock, all that kind of shit. Whether you experienced any of it or not, friends of yours that might have. If not, then just your thoughts on it. We can get into that on our next Monday episode, which tends to be our more serious episode. Now we're going to get into our Wednesday episode. We're going to record that live on Instagram for you guys to hopefully follow along to. And we will see how that goes. So, thanks for following along, everybody. I've been Tony. This is Frank. He comes from his mama and
I like pie.
we love pie. Send us some. Let us know your recipes. Completely inappropriate podcast at gmail.com. Send us your inappropriate stories, your inappropriate questions, your inappropriate love life, whatever the hell you want to talk about. Let us know. Take it easy, everybody. It's been a good one. Frank, say bye to the beautiful people.
Bye, beautiful people.